Today is September 10th on this journey to become a successful day trader. And I've made a conclusion which I did not realize in the past. I found a correlation between a daily time frame and a intraday time frame. I'm talking about a probability, the probability of a stock moving in a particular direction after a dip. I'm essentially there's based on professionals. The professionals have these two fundamental basic trades that novice traders first must tackle. One of them is dip and rip. The other is just breakout. Those are the two main uh, means for individuals who are not sophisticated enough to look into other types of trading, day trading setups. For me, what I decided to do upon it seems to make sense to me is to become extremely good at one thing first, and then after I achieve that uh, proficiency in that one thing, then I can add on other things, and it'll be easier transition instead of initially attempting to acquire multiple variety of setups, and that could essentially divide my thinking and logic. So in the past, I did not make this conclusion. One conclusion is this: when it seems so logical at this point, and after having suffered a uh, heavy loss, there seems to be a couple things that causes a heavy loss. One of them is the daily time frame. The daily time frame, just like the intraday time frame, has a candlestick formation that follows is actually is seen by the moving averages. The moving averages define what direction the stock market is going, and therefore, even on an intraday, there are things like one of the things is called a double top or triple tops. So when that happens, that creates a probability that the market is probably reversing. That means that if there's a double top, it is most likely the stock will downtrend. And when it starts downtrending, uh, it has established new uh, new a movement on a daily time frame, which means that on a sufficiently large candle, the stock will move down. And when it moves down, it has established a trend, which means going against the trend could be detrimental to my account. Therefore, I have to respect the trend. And that trend is to think reverse the thought that I have in trading. And one of the and it I have to adjust to the market, which is essentially the market is a um, it's an ever it's an absolute power. The influences that I have is very nil unless I have billions and billions of dollars and focused on trading one stock. I can move it, but as far as my trading is concerned, I'm just moving with the flow, which means that when I trade, I have to make sure that I'm in alignment with with the passage of where I'm going. So that means that uh, this was so obvious in the past, but I was not aware. And this probably is something that's available to individuals who pay a couple $1,000s to go to a training session with professional trading courses. That's why people who are smarter than I am, I can attest to the fact that I'm not very smart. I can tell you that. Look where I am. I can, I'm living proof that I'm not a very smart person. So as a not a smart person, so what conclusions have I made? The conclusion that I have made are two things. Heavy losses comes from the second part, which is adding to a loser. And I have to keep those simple things in mind. And I know that, see, I've been on UK spread betting, they talk about the chimp. I know what they're talking about. The chimp is the subconscious mind that does whatever it wants to do. It's like the chimp is right next to edge of the water in the zoo, and the chimp has a banana, and the banana peels it. And then the chimp is about to put the banana in his mouth to consume it. And then, because he peeled it all the way, the banana falls out of the banana peel and into the water. And the chimp looks bewildered. This is a known phenomenon that I was not aware of. One of the most insightful day traders, and I saw this in chat with traders, and it's amazing. It's still sticking with me. He said this, that you will know more about yourself than ever before day trading in order to be successful, because it's like God and the devil. The devil does not want to be seen. However, the devil is at the core of our foundation, of my foundation, ever since Adam and Eve. Not recognizing what I'm capable of, I am able to let out this devil, and in unforeseen consequences. That's what trading is about too. So therefore, those two things I need to fully grasp and understand and implement in my dip and rip setup. So the plan at this point is to gauge what the daily time frame is. And I'm going to tie in the supports, long-term supports, to see how the supports fit in. The long-term support or intermediate support or intraday support. Will it respect certain supports, or the previous day support, or previous 3 or 4 day support? So with these couple of things, I'm planning on adjusting so that my losses are less and my gains are higher. And on those market days when the market is red, I'm able to take advantage. So I suppose if I were to summarize what this video is about, it is essentially about a daily time frame and sizing. When the stock is going down, contrary to my thesis, then I shouldn't be adding or buying other stocks, because it normally, what happens without a stimulus, it is widespread, and it impacts the market in total. And therefore, if I buy another stock, it's essentially adding on to whatever is happening, and that could be detrimental. The second part is when the market is on a daily time frame, has established a trend, then I need to make sure that I respect that trend. And when I respect that trend, you know, I have a feeling this is the tipping point. This is right around the corner. It seems like it seems it seems it seems this is something that I was not aware of, and it's so simple. I'm gonna keep going with it. We'll see what happens. Um, the next plan is to figure out how I can communicate with the community, the day trading community. Right now, I'm isolated, so I'll make a video on it next.